Some breaking news here in the last 20 minutes. The Ravens announced they have parted ways with offensive coordinator Greg Roman. Wow. Been with the team since 2017, took over as OC in 2019. He was the assistant coach of the year in the NFL in 2019 and was leading the offense during Lamar's MVP campaign.
So did Lamar want him out?
Well, a couple things here. So if you read it, depending who you read, it sounds like Roman went to the team and said, listen, I got a year left on my deal, but I think I'm done here. The fans did not like Roman. The offense really struggled down the stretch, but their best receiver, Bateman, was out, and their quarterback was out. They were playing with backup and Anthony Brown. I don't know what fans expect, but Colin, this has to have trickle-down ramifications to Lamar Jackson.
Well, if I knew, did John want him out? Because
no.
Lamar
According
Jackson,
to the report, Roman went to Harbaugh and said, I'm stepping down. I got a year left on my deal. I'm out. So it doesn't sound like, at least on the surface, Harbaugh pushed him out.
So you have to go find the lesser version of Greg Roman for that offense.
But I think you got some options. Do you totally reboot the offense and make it attractive to...
I think it makes it more likely they move Lamar Jackson. I think Miami's a fascinating choice. I think Carolina's fascinating.
What about the Jets?
I think it could work.
Could Saleh go and say, hey, Greg, you and Lamar? Now, I don't know the relationship with Lamar and Greg Roman. Does Lamar... I mean, you don't want to say Greg Roman made him, but Lamar was a late first-round pick. And he came on as just a running quarterback, and instantly he was like, oh, my gosh, flinging it around. His numbers improved.
No, I think the Jets, a defensive run-first team, when Breece Hall comes back and their defense, you insert Lamar, and you're like, listen, we are going to be a very physical run-downhill team. That's to a large degree San Francisco's MO, which is, you see how San Francisco with Brock Purdy, who can move a little bit? I mean, it's I don't know. I look at this and I think Lamar's got a heck of a market. And I think Derek Carr has a market. I think Lamar has a bigger market. If I was Miami, I'd do it today. If I was the Jets, I would do it.
Now, here's what's interesting. Greg Roman was with Kaepernick in San Francisco. When Kaepernick took the league by storm, Niners go to the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson, Greg Roman works awesome, MVP. They make a run in the playoffs. Are you concerned? What is Lamar without Greg Roman? Do we know?
Fast. I mean, he's still athletically dynamic. It's a very fair question, though. Greg is uniquely tied to Kaepernick and Lamar. His offense is built for the hyper-athletic quarterback. So, and we're getting more and more players in the league that are very, very athletic. Daniel Jones, by the way, you could run some of that offense. He's a big, strong kid. So I think, I guess the audience watching now, what does this mean is what people are asking. My takeaway, it means there's a higher percentage Lamar leaves. Doesn't guarantee it, but if I was 50-50, I'm now 60-40 Lamar's gone.
Okay, if you're Harbaugh, do you go to Lamar, say, hey, Greg Roman left? Do you involve him in the offensive coordinator search?
Well, no, because does he have great knowledge of offensive coordinators? That's
MVP
Harbaugh's
of the
job.
League, and you're not going to let him have some say?
Well, he has a unique style where I think Harbaugh would have to lean on his history in the league and his connections. If they left on good terms, John would call and say, hey, Greg Roman, you tell me, who's you? Where do I hire you? Because I do think the offense, they don't have enough receivers. I think this offense works when they lean into Lamar's gifts. You don't have to reinvent Lamar. Just find somebody that runs largely. This is a tough, punch-in-the-mouth offense and defense culture. I like what they were doing. I think you can win a lot of games playing the way they play.
Okay. Let's go to another team in search of an offensive coordinator, the Chargers. Brandon Staley, listen, there was some concern he was going to be dumped after that collapse against the Jags. Woo! They ended up parting ways with their OC and quarterback coach. Weird. Brandon Staley said he never felt like his job was in danger. He says no, but Colin, we know he has rabbit ears. The numbers say he stopped going for two. Remember 2 years ago, he went for two all the time. Now he dialed it way back. Fourth down, ultra aggressive. In a playoff game, 4th and 3. Oh, we'll punt the ball fourth quarter. Like, Staley knows what's going on out there. I don't know. Do you involve Justin Herbert in this offensive coordinator search?
Again, he's a kid. What does he know? I don't think Lamar and Herbert have this encyclopedic knowledge. Now, Aaron Rodgers or Brady, they've been around the league so long. If you asked Aaron, who are the 3 best coordinators? He's golfed with somebody. He knows somebody. Aaron and Brady or Russell Wilson, older quarterbacks. But if you're asking Lamar and Herbert, hey, what coordinator do you like? They're kids. I mean, Herbert's really a kid. What do they know? They don't know that. They don't have a Rolodex. So they don't have a knowledge of the best coordinators. That's up to a GM to do or a head coach.
Slight I think the offensive coordinator has to be tailored to your strengths. Look at Jalen Hurts.
But that's a coach's job to figure out, not a quarterback's. That's what a coach does. He's like, Sean Payton, I got Russell. I need a coach that understands the value of movement and mobility.
So Brandon Staley, a defensive coach, knows a lot about the quarterback. John Harbaugh, a special teams guy, knows a lot about Lamar Jackson. It's tough. There's no right answer. Agree to disagree. Finally, NFL announced the teams will be home teams for international games next season. 5 overseas in 23. Bills, Jags, and Titans will play in London. Chiefs and Patriots will host games in Germany.
Love
with
that.
The cities to be announced later.
Germany games were cool. That Germany game was awesome. I'm excited about
What was
this.
that? Bucks Seahawks, right?
I'm going to retire in Dusseldorf. So I can't wait. I'm going to be over there.
You be hanging out with David Hasselhoff?
Well, Zurich. I'm going to retire in Zurich. So I'd be a little plane flight over to watch Belichick will still be coaching. He'll be like 94, and I'll be right in the second row.
I know that alcohol is very good in Germany. How are the slopes over there?
Well, Austria, Switzerland.
Decent,
yeah,
huh?
Not bad. Beer's very good over there.
I haven't done Oktoberfest over there, have you?
In my house, we call it Rocktober. We get wild at the Cowherd Grotto. Those games, I thought the Germany game was great. I think the NFL's done a great job of this international stuff. Baseball's weird. They go over to Japan. Nobody wants to go. It's too far. It's like, I never understood that. Like, that's way too far. If you live in the East Coast, it's a 6-hour flight. So's San Diego, or so's L.A. So, I don't know. I think the NFL's international game plan is really strong. Okay. And increasingly, when you watch those games, Europeans are into it. Like, really into it. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.